Good morning. Today is August the 4th, 2020, and it's my grandpa's 89th birthday. So, what do you get a guy that already has everything? So, this video is a tribute to my grandpa, and I'm going to go over some of the boot heel maxims that I learned, and then 3 lessons that I learned from my grandpa. So here are the boot heel maxims that always ring true when I'm thinking about them. Work hard, save your money. You can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. This was probably one of the most common ones that I've heard. Take care of the pennies and the dollars will take care of themselves. Here's another really strong one. You can't ride 2 horses with 1 ass. Takes money to make money. Happy cows produce more milk. Oh yeah, here's another one. If you burn people on the way up, they'll burn you on the way down. Poor as Job's turkey. It's another great one. I mean, it goes on and on. My sister has a whole book full of the boot heel maxims. I should probably check that one out from her library and review. But there are 3 big lessons that a bunch of other ideas and themes tie into. So the 3 big lessons that I learned from my grandpa, the 3 points, the 3 takeaways: happy cows produce more milk, take care of your pennies and the dollars will take care of themselves, and number 3, you can't ride 2 horses with 1 ass. So happy cows produce more milk. So right now, if you are thinking about if you're a cow or not, then don't. Think in terms of, hopefully you're watching this and you're a leader and you're taking care of other people. So don't demean yourself and say, oh, am I a cow? But if you take care of people, they're gonna produce better on a team. There's a lot of psychology behind it, but Carnation did a study, and I think they played music for cows in this barn, and maybe they played Beethoven or Bach, and the cows actually produce more milk. And the same thing is with people. If you take care of people and you serve them on your team, they're gonna do more and better work. And as far as clients go, Grandpa would always say, if you're doing a job and you lose money on it and it's not profitable, don't pass your loss on to the client. Take responsibility, learn from your lesson, and move on. A good name is more valuable than great riches. Another part of taking care of people is give clients what they want. So if clients are wanting other related services that you have the ability to give them, chances are those related services are more profitable than your core services, and you create happier clients because you gave them what they want. He would also say often, the difference between what a guy can do for you and what he will do for you will make you a lot of money. And that goes back to just take care of people. Take care of people first, and then you'll get rewarded later. The next main point, number 2, take care of the pennies and the dollars will take care of themselves. That was definitely one of the most common things that I heard from him. He would say, when talking about something that was relatively expensive or frivolous or extravagant or maybe even like a mistake, he would say, you could buy a lot of fishing lures with that. One time I asked him about, don't you like just to go out to like a really nice restaurant, an expensive restaurant, and just treat yourself? And he thought about it. He was like, no, it's a ripoff. And he probably ate a lot of expensive meals in his heyday, but I think it speaks to his values and the focus on, he'd rather spend his money on going fishing than a meal that's temporary and is gone and lasted for 30 minutes of whatever. You go to Applebee's and get a $10 meal and have the same end result as, I love Annie Gunn's, I mean, but same result as if you spend $50. And that also speaks to be faithful with the small stuff. Pay attention to the details and be faithful with the small things, and then you'll get increase. It's biblical. Then he also said, work hard and save your money. Staying focused on what you're doing. I think a theme that I've learned from him is focus on what you're wanting to accomplish, stick with it, and it's going to turn out really well for you in the end. The last one, which could be my favorite, is you can't ride two horses with one ass. And the key here is focus. I love the idea of thinking about holding on to two reins and you're on two horses, and then maybe one horse decides to go one direction, and how disastrous that could be. And I found that to be true in my life when you're trying to shoot two doves at once or trying to ride two horses. It just doesn't really work out. Hitler found out the hard way that it didn't work out to fight a two-front war. He lost the concentrated, focused effort that he needed. Thankfully, because we don't speak German as a national language, this principle worked against him. So, in line with not riding multiple horses with your one ass God gave you, focus on what you're good at and what you enjoy, and keep doing that. Take care of your clients and your team in a long-term mindset, and then you're going to build a strong base. So he didn't have a maximum about building a strong base, but I think it was a theme that he articulated in a variety of ways. So first, take care of your clients, build the team, and then accumulate reserve. And what this does for you is that you build this awesome reputation where people trust you, and then the absolute best opportunities are ones that you are not actively looking for, but they cross your path. And because you were taking care of the pennies, and now you have dollars, and you have reserve, and you also have a strong base with your team and happy clients, you're able to take full advantage of the most ridiculous, extraordinary opportunities that cross your path. And I think that's probably the best lesson that I've learned from him, is having the big picture in mind of building this strong base, because you're not trying to ride all these horses at the same time. You're sticking to what you're good at and what you enjoy, so it's sustainable and you could do this for a long period of time. And your team could help offer all these very profitable related services to clients, which will make you more money. And this is like a upward spinning spiral. It takes money to make money. So when you build a strong base, you have a great reputation, the clients love you, your team is super happy, with the work that they're doing, then you're just positioned to really just launch yourself into a whole nother level. But it takes these small things, taking care of these small things for a long period of time in order to get to that point. Steve Jobs says it's amazing how long it takes to become an overnight success. And I would say Steve Jobs would agree that you can't ride two horses with one ass. And if you look at how the Apple company built theirself, there was only a handful of products that they offered at once. There'd be some companies that had, like, let's say 16 different types of computers, and Apple had one at the time. And man, they crushed it. They killed it. They focused on how to deliver the absolute best product to their clients. And then as they built, they were able to offer these related services. They had a computer, then they had iPods, and then they had like Apple. You get the point. They're crushing it because first they built a really strong base. And I think my grandpa enjoyed success because he grew a strong base through being a great carpenter, and then he added to the team, and then he was subcontracting for other builders building houses, and then he expanded to related services. After he already had a strong base, he had a strong team of carpenters, and then he could develop his own neighborhoods with his carpenters and still serve other home builders being subcontractors. And then he had other opportunities to buy and sell land where ridiculous opportunities crossed his path, and because he had reserve and he had a great reputation, he was able to take full advantage of the most ridiculous opportunities imaginable. So those are my 3 really cool lessons I learned from my grandfather. Happy birthday, Grandpa. And hey, 89 is going to be awesome. I pray that God gives you peace and deep satisfaction in your soul. See ya.